one death is too many, whether that be an officer in the line of duty or a civilian.
A deadly trend on the rise in Canada. The number of police shootings has seen an increase in 2022. 87 people in Canada were shot at by police between January 1st and November 30th. More than half of those shootings were fatal. That's a nearly 25% increase from 2021, when 70 people were shot at by police, 37 of those killed. This criminology professor says the rise in police-involved shootings goes hand in hand with the rise in violence.
We know coming off of the pandemic that certain categories of violent crimes went up. Now, we also know that police services across Canada have been seizing a fairly troubling amounts of guns in the wrong hands.
In a year-end interview with City News, Edmonton's police chief Dale McPhee says a psychologist has warned them at the beginning of the pandemic to brace for a rise in violent crimes.
When we talked 2 years ago, everybody thought the world was going to end. They're taking guns out of Cabela's and stacking up on guns and toilet paper. And then obviously officer wellness was going to go down. So that whole thing in relation to that, we've seen a North American trend that's actually taking place right now, which is a lot more guns on the street, a lot more use of guns.
In 2022, RCMP shot at 35 people, more than any other police force in the country, and an increase from 26 shootings the year before. British Columbia had the most police shootings in 2022 with 23, followed by 22 in Ontario and 15 police shootings in Alberta. But while Oriola says fewer than 1% of police interactions involve any kind of physicality, he adds incidents with excessive force make the job more dangerous.
I strongly believe that police officers have the right to return to their families at the end of their shifts. And by the same token, civilians have the right to not have excessive force deployed on them by officers. I do not believe that those two are mutually exclusive. I think that we can do both.
In Edmonton, Laura Krause, City News.